Bless up, everybody. Not feeling well today. I don't know. Just one of those days. Lupus, I guess, flaring up. Anywho, wanted to do this video to first of all show much respect, love, and honor to melanin people worldwide who are starting to see the beauty in their hair texture, whether it's kinky, curly, nappy, kinky, whether it's wavy, straight, whatever the texture may be. And the skin color, whether you're pecan, tan, chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever your skin tone is, and you're embracing it, you know, it's a beautiful thing, because for the longest, you know, we've been looked down upon, and we still are looked down upon solely based on the complexion of our skin and solely based on the texture of our hair. Like, okay, when I was born this way, what do you want me to do about it? Like, who are you that let me have to change or try to change, you know, my natural for? Like, who are you? Whatever. Go do something with yourself, productive, you know. Go get some serious sense and education about yourself, because you're ignorant, you know. But while we're doing all of this, with this Black Panther movie that's come out, it's a phenomenal movie. And, you know, a lot of people have really, and you know, like melanin people have really just, this has really been a major uplifting, because it is an all melanin cast and such a, you know, phenomenal and outstanding role in category in the music, in the movie industry. And that has never happened before. And it is a big, it's a real big step. But we still have a long ways to go. And one thing we want to say before we get to anything else is that while melanin people, we're embracing the Black Panther movie, we're embracing who we are even the more, and starting to really accept and love us naturally for real. Let's not forget to respect and show honor to true African heritage, okay? Let's not forget that we can't just put paint on our face and wear African printed clothes and accessories that, you know, represents, you know, Africa, or you know, some region of Africa, and neglect to find out why those particular prints exist, why certain African tribes paint their faces like that. What does it mean? What does it represent? You know, because remember, certain things, certain scars, and certain clothing, certain clothes, certain facial paint, it's not always a great representation. You know, it could mean that this person has been exiled from their tribe. It could mean that this person may have been considered a curse, a demon child, or it could mean that this person has been, you know, is a rapist, or you know, or some type of degrading meaning. So as great and as wonderful it is that we're embracing, because I'm seeing a lot of people embracing, don't make it out to be a trend. Because that's the best way to say that. It's not a trend. We don't want to start doing things trendingly, especially when it's in regards to our health and our well-being. I'm sorry, my lip is just like, you see my lip working? It's been doing it because ever since I found, the lupus, it messes with my skin, it breaks out my skin and stuff, and it's irritable. So I'm sorry that, that is really bothering me. It's distracting me. So let me do something about it right quick, because it's getting on my nerves. But I don't want us to always be caught up in doing stuff because of it's a trend, or because everybody else is doing it, or because, we get caught up on an emotional hype and do stuff. And then when the hype is over, it's like, now it's a thing of the past. That's what trends are. Trends come and they go. Most times they come back. All trends actually come back, but this is not a trend. This is really a thing of your livelihood. It is life. These are real cultures, that and real people, tribes that we're representing, or that we're embracing, or that we're showing homage and respect and love to. So we want to do it the right way, because we don't want to, even though it is unintentionally, be insulting, to our African heritage, to our melaninity. We don't want to taint it, you know what I mean, son? We don't want it to look derogative. So make sure you understand what it is that you're doing, because some of the jewelry, some of the facial paint, just to reiterate, it's not always something that's a good representation. Make sure you understand it. And when you get in African artifacts, buying decors, African decors or whatever, and make sure it's genuine, authentic, but you need to understand what it's for. And we learned that from an ex-husband of mine who's Nigerian, and we went to this art festival that they had during the Dogwood Festival here in Atlanta at Piedmont Park every year, and we saw these really nice hand-carved African bowl thing. I mean, it was gorgeous. And I reached down to get ready to touch it, and he had looked away, but he turned around right in the nick of time, and as soon as I got ready to touch it, he grabbed my hand, and he pulled my hand away. He said, "Don't touch that." He said, "You know what that's used for?" I mean, was like, "No." He said, "That is used to cast damnation on people for black magic, for sorcery." He said, "Don't touch stuff like that." He said, "You don't want it in your house. Never bring anything that's used to be a curse into your house." And me learned a valuable lesson at that time, So me tell you this out of love and out of honor, because and we don't want it to be where we give anyone who does not like us any type of ammo to use against us. Because let me tell you something about a predator, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to make it short and sweet as possible, and then we're going to conclude this video. When you watch National Geographic or Discovery Channel or any of these nature channels, and they show how hyenas, lions, crocodiles, all these major predator snakes, how they study their prey, they're very patient at that. They really study their movements. They know their habits. They know what they like to eat. They know how they interact with each other. They really study their prey. The objective for a predator is to get their prey off guard. So what does predators do? The predator is not in another part of the safari or the wildland. they're right there with their prey. They walk amongst them, they mingle with them, they drink from the same water hole as them and everything. But they're still their predator. You know, never let your guard down with your predator, because what happens is you're going to get got, and that's what happened every single time. You see how the water beasts and the gazelles and zebras come up to the water hole and they're drinking. They know that their enemy is there. They know the predator is there. So they do take precautions. But what ended up happening when ones go up and get comfortable, then another one comes, you know, all of the next thing you know, you got a lot of the prey coming up and they get comfortable. And some of them even get in the water, especially the water beasts, and they start crossing over in the water, knowing the predators are all in that water. But guess what they do? They still do get out there anyway. And that's what the predator wanted. The predator's like, yeah, I got your ass. And they launch their attack. Predators always befriend their prey. They always try to learn as much as they can by their prey. They always befriend their prey. They want to make you comfortable. Never let your guards down. And even though this phenomenal Black Panther movie with this all melanin cast, I mean, like, that really just set the bar really high for us. However, we can never let our guards down. We still have to build and establish a phenomenal, strong, dominating force to be reckoned with. Black Wall Street. We still have to reestablish so much. There's so much that we still need to establish, and so much more that we have to do, because we have to remember that so much was stolen from us, so much was taken away from us, our people, our ancestors, and has been, and it still is being used by many of those who are still our predators. I mean, that are our predators. So we can never forget that, and gets too excited and caught up in anything that we do. We have to stop, Mystic. I'm sorry, my rabbit's pulling on the cord. Behave. But we have to make sure that we stay focused and stay grounded, and not get trendy. Stop doing stuff, because it's a trend or a fad or it's the popular thing to do right now. We have to use better judgment. We have to use sound wisdom with everything that we're doing right now, because things are since this movie has happened, I'm telling you, it has really set things off in a major way. Don't you know, in certain parts of Mississippi, they had a lot of racist people come out and stand out in front of the movie with signs calling the movie sinful, and saying that it's of the devil, and that's every person is going to hell that went to the movie, and stuff like that. So when you have this kind of behavior going on, just want you to be aware, because remember, your predators really don't give a damn. If they want to attack, they would take whatever risk they feel like they need to take to do it. And when you start having this kind of behavior going on, and I don't know why it was not on the news, but yeah, this guy actually filmed it with his cell phone, and he posted it to Instagram. And they were outside, racist people outside, trying to protest the movie, and calling, the people who went to the movie devils and all of this craziness. So this shit is really about to get real on another level. So I'm telling you now, while you're putting on all these damn paint on your face and shit, acting like you finna go to war, guess what? It's really about to be wartime for real. It's about to be a real serious racial warfare in America.